quite defines a season, like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Back to pass, it's Manning. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you.
Breaks into the open.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Bringing the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And When the offense will stay on the field, do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And midfield, he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy.
Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Hudson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the toss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line. There
he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Working that left side. Oh, he got loose. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense might bring the house here. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Powers through the defender. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. A shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
The offense is going to try to convert on 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker has already misfired once, and that might have played into the decision. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. Quick tempo here for the offense. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But David, now you've got to go out and prove it. And I know this team has been very hungry and very excited to finally do that today.
Yeah, and you're the #1 team, so you're getting a lot of pats on the back, and I think the coach is going to be like, all right, listen, let's go earn this. This team has done nothing. We haven't earned anything. Today starts that march where we get to earn something.
They'll try to run for it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the toss. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Finds his man. It's Douglas. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air, it's Morton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a...
Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Longhorns had this offense rolling.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Moves away as he feels pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Hudson.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the tempo.
Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Morton. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in on the left. He got loose, almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Morton. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Past the 50. The 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here. To the air, it's Morton. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He might want another play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would...
Turning it on! At the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. Hard running there. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that I think as this game keeps going on, they're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Get it out on the screen. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the tailback. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Hunt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Morton. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He's going to fire deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Texas offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Drills him with the stiff arm. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got it for a big play. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. on the run. It's Baxter. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back. Go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Makes the catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raider.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
How about that turn of events for the defense? Not only do they force the fumble and jump on it, creating a massive momentum shift, but they're already in field goal range where they stand right now to break this tie.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. From the shotgun and handoff to the back. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. More. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. Between the uprights, it's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. What a game.